Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is the finest Bible bistro on the internet, serving only good food that is filled with Bible proteins and salter probiotics. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is good for you. Your doctor will tell you to listen 5 minutes a day. So if you're listening to Daily Dose Radio and you happen to enjoy what we're doing here, let me also invite you to listen to our Pulpit podcast. This is a daily 5-minute devotional through the Psalms verse by verse, but I also produce a weekly sermon series. It just follows the series of messages that I'm preaching from the pulpit at Creek Road Baptist Church. It's called the Creek Road Baptist Pulpit. Clever name, huh? If you like some preaching, it's, goes 25 to 35 minutes, usually not much more than that. You'll find that on Spreaker. It's also an iTunes podcast. You'll find it on Facebook. I uploaded it to Twitter. So it's sometimes on Clamor. You'll find it in lots of different places. I hope that you'll take a moment and check it out. Creek Road Baptist Pulpit. Let's read verse 88 today. According to your mercy, revive me, and I will keep the testimonies of your lips. Well, that's the last verse in this 11th division in Psalm 119. And the psalmist here says, well, actually it's a prayer. He says, according to your mercy, revive me. And really what we have in that word revive is much like what we had in the word help in 86. Falsehood pursues me, help me. According to your mercy, revive me. And so we've had these prayers all throughout this division. When will you comfort me? So he's asking for comfort. He's asking for help. And then we come to the very last verse in this division, and he says, revive me. The word revive, it just means to enliven, to restart, to make alive again. It's resurrection language. Revive me. And it's, by the way, a word that the writer in Psalm 119 loves a lot. He uses this word to revive or enliven a lot of times here. I've not counted how many yet, but it's a bunch. And so it's an important prayer for him. And it's an important prayer because it goes hand in hand with the effect of God's word on our life in different circumstances. Here, in persecution. And oftentimes, we'll find this word revive opposite the word for perverse. So the perverse have done something. And a lot of times in Psalm 119, you'll see the perverse in one verse. Say that 50 times. And then you'll see revive in another verse, or maybe in the same verse. So the perverse are doing something, and his prayer always is, revive me according to. So this time it's not according to the word, or the law, or the precepts, or the commandments, or the statutes. We've had that a lot. But here it's according to your mercy, revive me. So the martyr now is praying for mercy, that God would behave towards him according to his mercy, which makes sense for the martyr to pray that prayer, doesn't it? When you're in that situation where everyone is pursuing you and you're headed for the traps that they've laid, and you're asking God for help, then the next breath you might pray this prayer, in mercy, Father, according to mercy, revive me, start me again, resurrect me, bring life back to me, because I need it, because they have done things to me that has drained me, it's wounded me, it's injured me, and I need life again. So according to your mercy. And then he says, I will keep the testimonies of your lips. See, that's what happens on the backside of revival, is there's a keeping of the testimonies. So revival always has a not a consequence, but a result. There's always a result to the reviving act of the Spirit of God in our life. And it's not so that we can go back to business as normal, ladies and gentlemen. It's so that we can go back to following his word, putting our feet in the path, running according to his law. Okay, join me next time. We'll look at the 12th division on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.